Shalom, HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That belongs to the apostles and bishops and elders of the great millstone that rule well and taught us His truth through the Spirit. Shalom to the Akim out here laboring, making their bodies living sacrifice, pushing the word out in truth and sincerity. To the Akim Wakwathiam listening and learning, being doers of the word and abiding in the faith. And to the speckled birds scattered abroad that look like the other nations but are truly Yasharallah. Shalom. I just want to go into a quick lesson. Came to me because of the Al-Azhar drama or Hakkad drama. I want to basically tell young brothers in this thing and, whoever it may apply to, there's no need to focus on the drama like that, And another elder, I believe his channel is GMSKC Priests or something like that. Salakia, I don't remember. I'll put it in the description if I can find it. Lord willing, I can find it. He went into it and he was like, hey, you young brothers, basically just keep your mouth shut. You don't know Al-Azhar, you don't know Hakkad, and you don't have the full context of every situation. There's just the obvious rebukes, certain things that they say, the rap videos, the strip club thing, things like that. That's obvious, but you don't need to be, trying to make a video on them and chime in, because you don't know. Your opinion doesn't matter, okay? Our opinion doesn't matter. It's not about us. It's not about what we have to say on the subject. Just focus on pushing this word out and continuing and forwarding the gospel, okay? And strengthening the body of YAHAWASHI. You don't need to speak on every little thing that comes up, And then on another level of that, it's like, why do you want to speak on the big controversy, the Sakari, controversy, speaking on the top? I don't know if they're the most subscribed channel or whatever, but you don't need to speak on that. There's prophecy to be focusing on. Let the elders that actually know them and have all the context and how they know who they are and, they know what they've said. Let them do it. They're already doing it. There's hundreds of videos probably, of the elders and Akim that know really what's going on. They can deal with it, You don't need to, try to get your 2 shekels in, And then, at the same time, you have brothers and sisters next to you, whether it be on Twitter, Instagram, wherever, brothers that come by camp or whatever, that you should be focusing on. Those are the ones that you can rebuke and, tell them what time it is, because you know them, they're next to you. Just because it's not a big on-camera debacle spectacle, it shouldn't be. You shouldn't care about whether it's big or not, whether you're going to get views or not, whether you have subscribers or not. It's about doing the work. Okay, the Lord sees everything. That's the only one that we care what He thinks about us and what we're doing. Give a damn about, you shouldn't, not in such a crude way, but basically, you should not be concerned with being recognized by men, whoever they may be. The Lord is not a respecter of persons, But pretty much, just to say, like, kind of mind your own business. And, there's, it's not about how big the fish is to fry them, It's the fact that there's fish we're fishing for right now. We're worried about stealing the elect. Going back and forth with the drama when we know that the thing is, that they're not, that they're prideful. You know that they're not going to get it. Different brothers may feel differently, but we see how their spirit is moving. Why waste time on them? The elders rebuked them. They corrected them. Move on. It's not really something for us to focus on. It's not a big deal for us because we're working out our own salvation and we're trying to fish for the hopeful elect all around us. Okay? You wasting time on a video that didn't need to be made could have been spent doing a video that could reach, more of the hopeful elect rather than, chasing after views or clicks or whatever. Likes. Brothers agreeing with you. Yeah, that nigga wicked, blah, blah, blah. Bro, So this is a perfect scripture for this. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 verse 7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first, then rebuke. And we're never going to have the full context. Us young brothers, we weren't around back then. Or we were too young. Whatever the case may be, we weren't there. So let the elders and the brothers that were there deal with it. They're already dealing with it. I made a video a long time ago on Al-Azhar, basically saying that, he's prideful. When he was talking about the elders before, I forgot what it was. He was going off on Apostle Orion Love. I was like, wow. And I just felt like I had to make a video, but I didn't need to. But that man can defend himself, Apostle Orion Love defended himself. Well, he didn't really need to defend himself. It's just what it was. Al-Azhar was being whatever he was being, like how he is. I didn't need to make a video. I didn't need to focus on that. There's work to be done, real work to be done. I didn't add anything to the conversation. I didn't add anything to the edification to come out of that. It doesn't matter. So just focus on doing the real, right here, the real work is pushing out this word, not focusing on the drama. Okay? That's just discord. There's no need to add fuel to the fire. Verse 8, answer not before thou hast heard the cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. Strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not. Okay, so mind your own business. It doesn't concern you. Don't bother getting involved. And sit not in judgment with sinners. My son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by flying. So you're going to get wrapped up, you're going to say the wrong thing, and then you're going to be held accountable for that. Then on the same notion of there are brothers and sisters around you that you know and that you could reach out to and rebuke and correct and all that, and then getting involved in something that doesn't concern you, and you stumble and say the wrong thing because you don't know the full story or whatever, then it's like YAHAWASHI said, why are you focusing on a mote in your brother's eye when you should be focusing on the beam in your eye? Then it's like you need to examine yourself. What are you doing focusing on controversy for? You want to rebuke this big channel for views or whatever, but you have brothers and sisters around you that you're ignoring and you're keeping their blood on your hands. Okay, so why are you getting into a stumbling block? Why are you're walking into a stumbling block almost, in a sense. Okay, then you're not going to be in it. Like I said, you won't be innocent. Then you cause yourself to err. Neither shalt thou escape by flying. All right. If thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by flying. So ultimately, you didn't add nothing to the conversation. You just messed up. Salakia. All right, Salakia. I'm going to jump to Proverbs chapter 16, starting at verse 1. Okay, the preparations of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. Okay, and well, this is going to go into, these wicked people, these false prophets and whoever saying what they're saying, being blasphemous. Ultimately, it's because the Lord is showing you an example of a false prophet, showing you, hey, these people they're fulfilling prophecy. They're fulfilling their purpose. This is exactly what's supposed to happen. We know this is going to happen. They may feel one way about what they're saying, but really they're predestinated, to fulfill these prophecies, these false prophets being reserved for the nuclear missiles, leading their congregation astray. The sheep is led to they're led as sheep to the slaughter. Israel wanting, prophets to prophesy deceits. Salakia. Israel wanting us to prophesy deceits and lies, being comfortable with, the drama, just being niggas in the world still, lukewarm, cold, fake ass Israelites, pretty much. Well, they're not fake ass Israelites because you're an Israelite regardless, but just you're fake as in you're not really in this for YAHAWASHI. You're in this for filthy lucre's sake. You're in this for a trend, a fad, treating it like it's a trend or a fad. You're not sincere. You're an insincere Israelite, You're insincere about the truth. Verse 2, all the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weigheth the spirits. Okay, the Lord knows your heart. The Lord is the one that's in control. Okay, so they may feel one way, they may say one thing, but it's really another. All right, you may come trying to say, oh, I'm just pushing out the truth, I'm just rebuking a brother, but deep down, you wanted to hop on the controversy. You wanted to get some views. You wanted to chime in, and you thought your opinion held so much weight when it doesn't. Okay, it's not about getting your opinion out. It's about the truth, and it's about reaching the hopeful elect and doing the work and making your calling and election sure. This is not going to forward your election. This is not going to help you towards your salvation. Why focus on some bullshit, pretty much? Because ultimately it's a waste of time dealing with these damn. We see. Okay, I can't even say speaking as a man, because it's like we see right through them. We see right through them. It's like, why waste your time? Okay. Verse 3, commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. Okay. Focus on that. Focus on getting your thoughts established, your thoughts of peace, thoughts of prosperity, focusing on the kingdom, setting your affection on things above rather than on things in the world. Verse 4, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Okay, so we know why this is happening. Every one that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. It doesn't matter how many people are in the congregation, whatever. If they're wicked and they're meant for the sword, they're numbered to the sword, and they're meant for destruction, it's going to happen. Okay? Don't worry about it. Verse 6, by mercy and truth. And that's the thing, man. That's why I keep saying, like, we know their spirits. I'm not trying to chime in. I'm just saying we know their spirits. And we know where it's going to go. So why waste time on that? Why why bother when there's things that we could focus on to forward the gospel, you know? By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Better is a little with righteousness than great revenues without right. All right. Hey, that goes into them as well, but, you know, we're not trying to focus on that. And then I want to get Ephesians to close it out. Just a quick little lesson, you know. Should be focusing on this work. All right, this is Ephesians Chapter 6, starting at verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay, so it's not a carnal battle, you know. I remember the elder, I believe his channel is GMSKC Priest or something like that. I'll put in the description if I select YAHAWAH Desire Remember, said that, hey, they're like, it's like they want to start a civil war or something like that, you know, just sowing discord amongst Israel. Even if that is the case, even if that really happens, you know, what you need to do, what we need to do, ignore them, okay? Stay away from it. Hide yourself from the evil, and again, focus on this work, okay? Stay away from that. Don't get involved. Hey, man, just stay away from that. It's not a carnal battle, okay? Just, we see their spirits. They can't get it. Move on. Focus on the ones that you can reach, okay? Because it's about this. It's spiritual warfare. It's not a carnal battle. It's not about, you know, this and that. Let the wicked be wicked still. If they're ignorant, let them be ignorant. And then focus on the righteous. Focus on the hope of the elect. Focus on fishing. That's our job right now. Verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Having done all, meaning you've exercised or you've exhausted all your options, you know, in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, you've done everything you can. You've done everything you can to make your calling and election sure. Okay, having done all to stand, which we can never do enough. And that should tell you right there, keep working and stay on fire. Verse 14, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. So no matter what, you know, is thrown at you, you're able to shield yourself from it with that faith, because you trust the Lord will deliver you from all trials and tribulations. Okay, the name of the Lord is my strong tower. What's it? You know, a tower is like a bastion of defense. Like a watchtower as well. You see the evil coming and you're able to hide yourself from it. The Lord is going to protect you. That's what it's all going into. Verse 17, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh, like it tells you in Hebrews 6. Verse 18, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. Okay, the hopeful elect. All right. That's where our focus should be. Not on controversy or drama or anything like that. Okay. Focus on the word. The word of the Lord is a two-edged sword. Okay, that's our weapon. Okay, that's what we equip ourselves with and go every day into the world is a damn battle. All right? So focus on the battle, because we're at war right now. It's a spiritual war between Israel versus everyone, pretty much. Namely, Esau, Edom, the damn devil that the Bible speaks of. So we should be continuing to go out there and fish for the hopeful elect. All right? And defend ourselves against wickedness and things like that. Things that will sow discord and sift you out of the truth, getting confused with all these false doctrines and things like that. You know, continuing in prayer, praying that the Lord keeps His Holy Spirit on us. You know, like I always say at the beginning, abiding in the faith and being doers of the word, not just hearers, you know. So that's pretty much all I wanted to bring out. You know, I pray that this was edifying. The YAHAWAH and His QADASH for bestowing upon me QADASH, the Holy Spirit, to do this lesson. I pray that, you know, this was edifying. If I said that already, Salakia. But yeah, man, you young brothers and sisters, man, stop searching for controversy. Don't be in this thing for entertainment. It's not what it's about. It's about, you know, strengthening the body of YAHAWASHI. You're not going to do that by feeding into controversy and drama and anything that weakens the body, which is sowing discord, breaking up the members. You know, you're losing, you know, fingers, or you're losing limbs and things like that. It's not fruitful. It's not edifying. It's not, you know, going to bring any, it's not going to bear any good fruit to keep on trying to, oh, you know, I need to rebuke these niggas and things like that. Just don't worry about it. You young brothers, don't worry about it, because it's already getting dealt with spiritually. And not that you just don't have anything righteous to add, anything spiritual to add, but it's just not necessary. It's not wise. Don't worry about it, you know. So with that, shalom to the hopeful elect. Kwam Yasharala, abad babal. Soon, man, soon. Hey, shalom and blessings, honor, glory, and power unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Shalom.